What's up, everybody? Welcome back. If you watched my episode 1 breakdown, you already know Jupiter Jones is not playing around this season. And episode 2? It just confirmed that everything we thought was coming is already here. Season 1, episode 2 is titled Escape and Intrigue, and that title is doing a lot of heavy lifting. We've got new fallout from last week, a major threat closing in, and a personal visit that raises more questions than answers. Let's break it all down. If you missed episode 1 real quick, Jupiter was hired by pop star Spring Harper to deal with a blackmail situation from an aging rapper named Baby Blaze. Jupiter handled it. Problem solved, or so it seemed. But the bigger story was always Brody, a former client of Jupiter's who escaped from prison and was spotted moving through the city. Nobody knew where he was headed. Now we're about to find out why that matters so much more than Jupiter let on. Escape and Intrigue. 2 words, 2 storylines. The escape, that's Brody, now confirmed loose and active. The intrigue, that's everything happening in Jupiter's personal life that she's been keeping locked away. Let's start with the good news. The official episode description confirms it. Baby Blaze's blackmail is still ongoing, and Jupiter and Kellen wants to switch to Plan B. Baby Blaze visited his grandmother for the first time in 6 months, and she didn't hold back. She reminded him how little of a man she thinks he is, pointing out that the rapper hasn't been paying her bills. Meanwhile, Kellen rushed to see Jupiter as soon as he heard Brody was out. The look on Jupiter's face when she heard the news said everything. Now we get to it. The centerpiece of this episode, Jupiter officially learns that Brody has escaped. Think about what that means. In episode 1, we the audience knew Brody was out, but Jupiter didn't, not officially. She was operating in the dark. Now that changes. And the way she finds out, the reaction on her face, the shift in her body language, this is where Taja V. Simpson really earns it. Because Jupiter is someone who is always composed, always 10 steps ahead. But Brody? Brody is the name that cracks that composure. Why? Because this wasn't just any client. The show makes it clear that Jupiter's history with Brody is deep, complicated, and unresolved. She represented him. She fought for him. And whatever happened during that case, whatever deal was made, whatever was left unsaid, it didn't end cleanly. This isn't just a security concern, this is personal. This is something she's been dreading. Brody's out, Brody's moving, and now Jupiter knows it. Baby Blaze officially met with Jupiter to discuss the blackmail details and how the money would be paid. But ever since returning from his grandmother's care home, Blaze has been on edge. He knows he needs to cover her bills. Jupiter tried to negotiate with him, hoping to bring this blackmail saga to an end. Yet the rapper refused to budge on the new number and made it clear he isn't intimidated by the threats. While Jupiter is processing the Brody news, something equally significant is happening on the home front. Jupiter's foster mom pays a visit to Sawyer. Let that sit for a second. Not Jupiter, Sawyer, her boyfriend. This is not a casual drop-by. You don't go to someone's partner instead of them directly, unless there's a reason. Either the foster mom knows Jupiter won't take her call, or she knows something Sawyer needs to hear first. Or, and this is the theory that's getting the most traction, the foster mom and Brody's escape are connected in ways we haven't been shown yet. What do we know about Sawyer? He's Jupiter's boyfriend. He's clearly important to her, and up until now he's been somewhat on the outside of Jupiter's professional world. But this visit pulls him directly into the orbit of her past. The foster mum showing up at Sawyer's door is the show telling us Jupiter's 2 worlds. The one she built and the one she came from are about to collide. And Sawyer is standing right in the middle. Everything points to the foster mom being in trouble, yet she chooses to act condescending. Talking about how Sawyer is a house husband. My man didn't appreciate that one bit. Now here's the twist. Harper's boyfriend was spotted talking to Baby Blaze after a heated misunderstanding with the pop princess. Could it be that he's the mastermind behind the blackmail against her? Meanwhile, Jupiter Jones was seen in the studio with Baby Blaze's cousin, who also happens to be the manager. Is Jupiter trying to convince him to betray Blaze? The tension is rising. Let's see what unfolds in the next episode. Episode 2 is about the illusion of control. Jupiter runs her professional life with absolute precision. She closes cases, neutralizes threats, protects her clients. She is in control, always. But Escape and Intrigue spends its entire runtime showing us the cracks in that control. Brody is a threat she can't just out-strategize. He knows her. He was her client. Whatever happened in that courtroom, in those meetings, in whatever deal was or wasn't made, he has information and access to Jupiter that none of her other enemies do. And the foster mom visiting Sawyer? That's the show reminding us that Jupiter didn't appear out of nowhere. She has a history, a past she's clearly worked very hard to move beyond. And that past is not done with her. The verdict. Episode 2 is quieter than the premiere, but more unsettling. It trades the fun of the Spring Harper case for something heavier and more personal. It's the kind of second episode that tells you this show has a real plan. It's not just vibes and drama. It's building something. Taja V. Simpson continues to be magnetic. Every scene where Jupiter has to hold herself together while clearly rattled inside, that's elite acting. And Roy Williams Jr. as Brody is becoming one of the most interesting characters on the show. Drop a comment. What do you think the foster mom told Sawyer? And what is Brody's endgame? I want your theories below. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Episode 3 breakdown is coming. See you then. Peace.